Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. And as you can see, we talk about Grassroots Weekender Show, but I thought it was necessary to get two guests into the show. The other guests can't make it today. The challengers for a double challenge, skydive from 15,000 feet onto Hadrian's Wall, 85 mile. And you know what? We've cracked it. You know, we've got two of the lads here. You can still see we are still shattered. It's in Sunday and we're feeling it a lot because it was a lot taken out of us. So welcome to the show to Gary Crowe and Colin Fulton. These two, honestly, we all inspired each other in different ways, in walking, in everything that we've done. But the bond, lads, was absolutely fantastic over the 3 days, except we all know what the worst thing was the van breaking down and it put a damper on the whole thing. But I'd love your thoughts about how you thought it went, Gary, and your experiences, first of all.
Am I going first, yeah?
If you want, you can all jump in.
I thought it was amazing. Honestly, the skydive, I didn't think I'd ever do one. Really didn't think I'd ever do one. But just get the support from everybody out there when I told them what I was doing. Some thought it was mental, but what an achievement.
Well, we go back to the first day when I saw you at the football. And I said, and we had a little bit of banter, didn't we? And then I come onto social media. And then from there, once you said you were interested, that's all I need, see, folks.
Yeah.
If you say interested to me, I come at you. Yeah. And you know what?
Don't say yes to Mal.
You said yes. But now you said yes, what has that experience done for those two challenges?
Well, it's two things off a bucket list, isn't it? If I had a bucket list. But yeah, I'd never had a reason to want to do a 15,000 foot skydive. Who does have a reason to want to jump out of an aeroplane? You know, and then the walk was just unreal. It's the hardest. When people say it's hard, it was physically and mentally the hardest challenge I've ever done. As I said, I think I put it on something the other day. It was a very challenging challenge.
And that's all you read. No one sort of gave an insight into what we were expecting, did they?
No.
So we were going in blinds, we were walking, and what was the next step? Every step. Now, if you ask these lads about acorns, they'll probably later on in the show, they'll tell you a little bit about acorns, and I'm sure they're going to go out and buy some themselves, or feed the squirrels with them at least. Acorns is a song.
Can't even have a bit of tea because of the acorn.
I think that's why they call it ache, because ache is all we've gone through. But you know what? We don't know whether we're bragging or moaning, but because we're still in awe of what we've done, to be honest, Colin, because let's go to yourself, an achievement. Did you think you'd be walking Hadrian's Wall?
No way. As I say, the first day was great, and then second day was really, first day got me a bit, but then when you get back to your hotel and we're all in there laughing, joking, Gary keeping us going again. The second day was just as well, but it was hard the second day, up and down, them hills, really hard.
Yeah, because again, we didn't expect them, did we? We
No.
didn't know what, as I say, step after step. We saw some brilliant sights, don't get me wrong. And I think we were a little bit baffled about the wall.
Yeah. What a wall.
Yeah.
What a wall, but I just don't understand what they needed something so long for.
Well,
for people to walk along.
it was in the middle part, it was in the middle section, wasn't it? Day two.
Yeah.
First and the last day, there was no wall.
But you're walking through Newcastle city centre, you're walking through Gateshead, you're walking down the Tyne, and you're like, where's the wall? I think about 15 mile in before we seen
35 mile in.
Before we seen the first part of the wall.
Yeah, there was a little brick, I think, or something like that.
You know,
we seen the first day, didn't we?
Yeah, I think about 10.
Just
yeah,
A little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I got my photo.
Yeah, we did.
I got my photo took on it.
You know.
But that was off the beaten track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had to go into another field where he said, there's the wall, and then come out of that and walk in the town centre up the hill.
I'm going to hold my hand up. I refused to walk back up that hill to get my photographs up with the wall because my legs were done, and I just thought, I'm not walking back up to get a photograph. There's going to be loads more of the wall down the road.
Yeah.
Which you thought?
Another 80 odd miles to go.
Yes.
Well, that's it. I remember getting a photo took with our Robert by a wall and someone never pressed the phone on me,
Who was that?
the button. I think Mal, wasn't it?
But I did send him some photographs last
The whole
night.
point of doing the walk
Wait,
was
you
to spend a bit of time with my brother. And I get a photo with my brother by the wall, gets in the hotel, looks for it, nothing there. But Mal on every one of them.
Oh, no.
And we had Mal on our back as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time, literally.
Carried him, we did. Carried him. But yeah, no, let's sort of, you know, understand what we done. When you Google Hadrian's Wall, it says even a confident walker does it between 4 to 6 days.
Yeah.
That's it, 4 to 6 days on a confident walker. Now, myself, Colin, Rob, it's not something we do.
No.
And we done it in 3. Okay, hold me hands up, maybe I never completed the whole 85. I wanted to, the van broke down, not our fault.
Yeah.
But as a team, we done it in 3 days.
Yeah.
And as we said before we went on it really hasn't sunk in to the achievement. But as Gary just said, it's hit the nail on the head. Google it, have a look yourselves, because people look at me like, even I was out today and I was collecting my sponsorship money, I'll still come after you there, folks. I was showing them this and people are going, well, what is it? And I said, well, if you have a Google and look into it and read into it, you give a little insight. And they go, oh, 85 mile, that's sound. And you look and you're going, if you just knew what 85 mile was walking, you'd understand that is, we're not moaning, it's a challenge. And that's all we do, is challenges with the Heart of Gold initiatives. And you've got lads who are coming in, challenging themselves, and they cracked it, they've done it, they broke it. And you know what, walking along side by side with these lads, and as I said in a text to them last night, not only are you pushing them and trying to motivate them, you listen to the stories, you listen to the feelings, you listen to the texts that they're getting off the families, and it gets you more inspired, gives you motivation, knowing that those lads are pushing themselves because the family are sending them lovely texts and telling them to keep pushing themselves.
I got one tonight
Yeah.
in King Hill. It must have been about 15 miles. And it was off at dawn saying, you know, this lad's had a lot of things happened in his life, and he always puts people first and this and that. It's just the way I am, you know, you just do things because you want to do them yourself, if it's helping other people.
And it's helped us. And and you got that pushed you on.
Yeah, that made me want to finish it.
And then not long after that, when I was side by side with Gary,
I got a message off my nephew, yeah, our James, he's over in Cyprus in the forces, and he sent me a message. I was struggling at the time, this was on the 2nd day, and he said, I can see how hard it is in your face in the video, keep pushing it, so proud of you. Now for, you know, your 25-year-old nephew to say, I'm proud of you,
Yeah.
it just gives you that little boost of confidence you need to go, I'm going to see this through now.
That's it.
Yeah.
and boy, did that motivate you.
Oh, I was away, wasn't I?
Yeah.
My head went down, the sticks went in, and I was away.
And believe me, I've been training, not these lads, I've been training on and off for 12 months for this. Probably 2 years because of the challenges that I've done. Yeah, gone through operations, gone through things like this, but it motivates you, you push yourself. And I was a lot fitter than them. And boy, did they keep up with the pace that they motivate me, and that they don't realise what they've done to me. It wasn't about me, it's about achievements for all these. And I feel great when they're saying now, and we sat here just before we went on air saying, I can't believe what I've done, I'm happy with what I've done. And now you've got Gary saying, Google it, have a look what Hadrian's Wall is all about. The walk, yeah, maybe no wall there, but just that achievement. And what you see any sites, you see all kinds of sites, some great pictures we took, some lovely views. But you know what, as you go and look at those views, you look straight ahead, and then you know what 85 miles is looking like.
Yeah, definitely. You know, when you look at them group of lads who laughed at us on the first day, They done it in 6 days, and they were like, "Oh, you're doing coast to coast, yeah? What day you're on? 1. How many days? 3." And they laughed.
Yeah.
You laughed at
He
us
laughed.
literally.
You know, 3 days he is mental. No, the headmaster said we've got 2.
Yeah.
I'm the headmaster. But at the end of the day, that was right. And we didn't hear that, but when Gary come up and told them, I suppose that inspired it a little bit more to say, they're only young lads, they're probably wanting to drop off in a pub or something like that, we know that. But everyone that we spoke to were on 6, 9 day challenges, we're all from America, Portugal,
Yeah,
all
Sweden.
come over to do this walk. And every single one of them thought we were mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they did, yeah.
And do you know, at the end of it, we probably thought we were mad doing it. But at the end of it now, I don't think we were mad. I just think we proved a lot of people wrong that we could do it.
Oh, most definitely. And you know, when you're getting messages once you've done it, brilliant achievement, made up, you know, people coming up and giving you a hug saying, "I'm proud of what you've done there, that." And it just sort of puts everything into context, why we done it and the reasons we done it.
And we got in, I think it was about 11:15, and the wife had all my congratulations banners and up like that. It's not in your head.
My little girl, our Lauren did as well, she done a "well done, Dad." When I banner on it when I walked in.
And it's brought a lot of tears, emotions out on all of us, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It got us all, even the driver, Colin, devastated at the end of it, thinking to blame himself if you don't on a breakdown.
Yeah.
And I had to console him outside, full of tears. The lads didn't see this. And it was distressing us all. It was really, we all thought it was over. We really thought it was over.
So no one was going to do it.
And it was motivation. And it was something like that that gets you to say, look, everyone's feeling this. Whether you're walking, whether you're a driver, whatever, whether you're a friend. And we did get supporters up there as well, didn't we? 3 supporters.
Yeah.
Tony, right, and I think Mark, I think his name was, if I'm right on that
That's
one.
right, yeah, yeah.
And lovely staying with us over that, giving us, you know,
Yeah.
that gives us motivation. That is brilliant. And we can't thank people enough for the support that we've received on social media throughout. And we wanted to do a lot of Facebook Lives, but it just didn't give us that situation to do it, did it? It was, you know, obviously if you're out
Out of range, internet range, but there was times where we just didn't physically have time to stop because you're walking 12 hours a day, and you know, if you stopped, you're losing daylight then.
Yeah.
And it was just impossible.
And just as Liverpool people are, because we had the t-shirts on, people were interested to talk to us, and obviously we couldn't ignore them. One would have to go on and walk on, and they'd have to catch up, and people would stop and talk to them and explain what we were trying to do, and everyone were lovely, weren't they?
Yeah. Well then on, good morning.
Yeah.
And it was the afternoon.
Until we reached Carlisle a little bit, and then we got a little bit of stick. I don't know why, but you know, we were trying our best, but we won't go into that in more detail at the moment. But as I say, it's brought out a friendship, a bonding. It's brought out everything it does that these challenges do. But what, to me, is brought out more is what the lads can do now and what they can believe in and say, well, do you know, I can work on that. I can do this. I can add more. I want to keep myself fit. I want to motivate myself. I want to do another challenge. It probably won't be as hard as what we're going to do anymore. But we'll have little challenges there. I think we've mastered a lot of tough challenges, and I don't think we need to prove ourselves. We were never supposed to do these challenges. Gary said it was never on his bucket list. None of these challenges were ever on my bucket list. It was an idea to get a team together and give them, inspire them to do a challenge. And when it come up to it, I think you were really more worried than everyone else, weren't you, Gary?
Yeah, I think I sent you the message, didn't I? You know, it started off. It started off when you done the 3 peaks and we come along and met you at Snowdon, and you said to me, I've got a good one lined up for next year. I said, yeah, throw my name down. Expecting it to be another mountain to climb, not expecting to jump out of an aeroplane at 15,000 feet and then do a 3-day walk. And when I seen it on social media, I think I sent you the text, are you for real? What's this skydive all about? But I was already in and I didn't want to back down because I didn't.
Yeah, you've done it.
And I'd do another 10 skydives rather than walk Hadrian's Wall again.
And you said that on the video
And
as
I
well,
said that on the video, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll say it forevermore. Once one walk for Hadrian Wall is enough for anyone.
Yeah.
Whether it's over 3 days, whether it's over 6 days, once is more than enough.
And if you listen to us on the skydive, we were all there at the end of it, telling you, go and have a go motivate yourself, this is brilliant. We couldn't say that about Hadrian's Walls here. We could not. It's up to you. If you think you can do it and you think it's an achievement, you go for it. But I'm not going to tell you to do it, because as the lads will tell you, it is one tough journey. And well, it's entirely up to yourself. If you think you can master it, we're all here to help. You can get in touch with us. Not one of us will shy away from you giving you some advice, but I'm sure they wouldn't walk with you.
Would you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Over 6 days.
There you go.
If I was to do any of it again, I'd only do the middle part.
That was
like
it.
the
The
views.
first part was
It was,
it
it was just...
You got 7 different ways.
Well, the first and the last.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There were housing estates, there were bridges, there were parks. You were walking, you were wondering where the Romans went. They must have been dizzy people, I'll tell you that now.
Yeah.
Because whoever's invented that wall, I really don't know. I think it's just obviously for...
Yeah.
Well, I think the Romans were on a day rate.
There you go. Yeah, you know, you had one build that wall by the looks of it, wasn't it?
Well, they didn't, we were going one way and it says, you can't go that way, you got to go another way now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
we could,
we had a couple of diversions.
Yeah.
Now,
how can you have diversions on Hadrian's Wall? Only us, we could only
well,
find them, couldn't we?
it's a national treasure. It's a national trust pathway.
Yeah.
And they're throwing like mile diversions in.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, did the Romans have to do a diversion while building the wall?
Correct. Yeah.
I don't think they did.
Not at all.
So, you know, the likes of that all added extra onto the walk.
Yeah.
And it's just stuff we never planned.
Well, we didn't
But
know.
you can't plan. No, you can't.
We went
plan.
in blind, and as we said earlier on, we were talking about acorns. Now, the acorns, you follow the acorns, and on 2 days, we actually lost the acorns. We don't know where they went, so we had to go round fields until we didn't know. There was like 4 different, someone said to us, 4 different
routes
to find, and we...
And we just followed the acorn.
Yes.
Never followed them. We've got no name.
And if the truth be known, I think 85 miles should be plus, because if anyone does it, you'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's added on, there's things added on that you can't find out, you don't know where you're going, but it's the acorns that you have to follow. Brilliant idea. There was many days that we did, but what really got us, and it was hitting us, we didn't expect, and we'd say ladders.
Yeah.
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 There was some height where you couldn't open the gate and you had to climb, and it was like 4 in a row sometimes. Now you take that out of that wall, the amount of weight that you're putting on your legs and then going down there as well, it's...
Yeah, you've got to remember, you've got 15 to 20 kilos on your back as well, with all your water and your foods and your wet weather gear. And yeah, them little steps, they took it out of you.
Yeah. And this, we're trying to give you an insight. If you're thinking about doing the walk, we're not putting it off, we're just saying do it. You know, we've got an achievement here that we'll treasure for the rest of our lives. That is, we're looking in, you know, another challenge, and I'm sure there's more and more people getting in touch with me saying, what's your next challenge? And it seems funny because we haven't come up with anything, we haven't taught, because that's what it took out of us. It really has, and it's still taking it out of us. The other lads, apologies, think Rob's away on holiday, and if he made it, did he make it?
Yeah.
Tell you me, I bet he's sleeping right the way through it. Then we got Paul. Paul's been working, he's got a family birthday, he was gonna, these are lads who were coming onto the show. Colin, the driver, obviously he'd stay out, he'd still blame himself today, you know what I mean, for that Friday thing. And
like I blamed him yesterday.
Yeah.
He's riding him up.
Yeah, he took it, it was great. And the banter we've had on WhatsApp as well, it's been good, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But you know what, the messages is true friendship when you realise that we're all taking each other the way we are, aren't we? You know, it's brought us closer. Like Rob didn't know your brother at all.
No.
And what a guy, we're walking here, we're listening to stories, listening to all kinds, and he told me about the bonding. I'd just like to ask you a question. how much did you bond more with Rob? Because you hadn't seen him for a good while, did you?
That's the first thing I've done with that over for years, truthfully. He works nights, you see.
Yeah.
The only time we really see each other is at parties and things like that. And we only live 10 minutes away. You know what I mean? As I say, that's why I wanted to do it. My other brother wanted to do it, but he lived too far. You know,
Wouldn't be 85 miles away, would it?
well,
Well, there you go,
he
yeah.
could have walked up.
Next
Awesome.
challenge,
Yeah.
walk to Colin's brothers.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Did I say that loud then?
Anyone's got any ideas for our next challenges, maladon'texttheline.com and I'll put it to the lads. You
We'll
know.
edit that last remark.
Alright, but Mal's gone out my phone now.
I'm on social media and all that with these lads, yeah. They wipe me off. But Colin, you said to me, emotional. It brought us together, not just friendship with the lads and the laughs and the jokes and we had, you know. It brought emotions to me, listening to you two, talking to me about your families, about what you got out of it, what you're getting out of it now. And it's memories that you're going to have, as I say, for the rest of your life.
The last 3 years I've had, you know, they haven't been that good, but them 3 days was really great. And when I went back home, it was hard, to be honest with you, walking into the house. But I managed to get through it. No, it was hard, like, you know, walking into an empty house, only I had the dog there. But the 3 days I had, it was great. It took the stress that I'd been going through away, and I really enjoyed it, even though it was hard. And I did fall, like.
Fell on the first, yeah.
Heavy
It was
fall.
good. I really enjoyed it.
There was 2 fallers there, as you say, it was a very heavy fall. We all thought first day it was gone, and then your brother, you know, he must have felt sorry for
Keep
you.
it in the family.
He got, he felt, I mean, Gary was worried there as well, but thankfully we all come home safe and well, and that was a big plus for all of us. And the messages we were getting when we were trying to challenge towards the end of the lads, everyone bonding together, hoping that we could achieve it. You know, it's a pity we didn't take a big flag and just put it up there and just leave it there, because that was a massive achievement. And when we were in there, even you look and you talk to the people in the pub where you get your stamp. It was the last one because it was the British Orange Lemonade. You didn't get one, Gaz, I'm sorry, but they didn't sell them. People didn't have, we done it in 3 days, we done it in 6 days, we done it in 12 days, anything like that. People would just, you see that many walkers, it's just
normal. So.
Yeah, it's not congratulations, it was all that, it was just, oh, another 2 walkers, another 2, because did you get thousands? But again, it just brings, they don't know the feelings that we've got and what we've achieved, and if they knew where we'd come from to do that as well, I think they'd be outside just clapping and cheering. And you know, you get celebrities who'll do this, and this is without a word of a lie, and they've got millions of followers saying, keep it up, fantastic, do it. But these are celebrities, top celebrities, will not do anything as hard as what we've just done. They're just local lads getting together to help kids with mental health issues, disadvantaged children together. These are the public, these are the community that we should be believing. These are celebrities, they're the real celebrities who don't get you 100 and 250,000 pound per week just to turn around, put the name to something and go, there you go, and people go, fantastic, let's support that because you love that celebrity. These are your real celebrities sitting here in front of you, and all we ask is you donate, because as soon as you call them, they're out there to help any charity what they can, especially Col. Anyone ask him to do a favour, he's there, he's always there for you. All the lads, I asked them, they jumped on board with me. I can't thank them enough to get in and help us with the Hearts of Gold initiatives. It's on GoFundMe. All we ask you to donate a little bit, because we haven't finished. Our challenge is to raise as much as we can. We don't have to do challenges to help disadvantaged children and kids suffering with mental health issues. This is what we're trying to do, this is what we're trying to achieve, because there's a lot of kids out there that we haven't heard stories about at the moment, and we're hoping in the long run these lads, what they've achieved, to help them as well. And we're going to sit there and then we'll go through things and we're going to work together and see what we can do to help. So all we ask is your support, And we've touched something on mental health, lads, haven't we? Because we were all bonding together, we're all telling our stories, and a group of lads get together because we hear people suffering with mental health issues. We do need a lot of help, a lot of support, because they bottle things up, and we want them people to open up and talk to the likes of us. Anything, if we can help, we're always there. But try not to bottle things up, because we didn't. We all talked together, and we all understood each other, and we all listened to each other. And as far as I'm concerned, I heard stories with these lads that made me more closer to them, if you know where I'm coming from. It got me to realise that it's not just lads, we all have our problems, but what they've been through over the years is so sad, and yet they're there to go and help other people with the problems that they have as well. So, you know, like two of you and all the other lads, we've got to take your hats off and just commend you, and I'm hoping that people out there will understand exactly what the Heart of Gold initiatives is all about and what we're trying to do and achieve with this. And we only started it 12 months ago, and the challenges that we've done, we're getting it noticed. People will come up to us, and it would have been lovely, not for me, for the BBC camera or ITV camera to go, what have you just done? That is unreal. But no, it doesn't happen, and you'll see someone will walk 20 mile and got thousands of supporters behind them, and I don't know, it's one of those things. So remember Heart of Gold initiatives, because we've got a cracking team together, and this is us, this is our logo, and that's going to be us right the way through. So wherever we are and wherever you are, you never know, it could be one day that we're helping you, so support us. Anything else you'd like to add, lads?
No, I think we've said everything.
Well, there is one more, because we've got Karen Wood.
Karen, yeah.
She's doing the skydive on the 12th at the Black Knight Centre. She couldn't do it with us, could she, 3 weeks ago?
No.
Because she come down with COVID, and she was distraught, distressed. Part of the team, like we've all been through it together, and we're just sorry that she didn't come. It would have been great, wouldn't it, you know, all together on that. But she put her name down, she's fighting for it, she's going for it, she supported us on this, she's spreading the word about what we achieved on Hadrian's Wall. So we want to spread the word about Karen Wood, who's going to do it for the Heart of Gold on the 12th, which is next Friday. So anyone who wants to support her or support her, please, Heart of Gold, GoFundMe initiatives, just put on there, whatever you can afford, and it all mounts up, and then we can only thank you for it, for your support, for everything that you've done, from all the team, all the lads who can't be here at the moment. I'm sure we will get them in. And to John Porter, who saw me today, another referee, and went, what have you just done? Well, there's a tenner. These are the people that are fantastic, you know, and I'd only been out, just as I say, collecting a bit of sponsorship, and I got that off them. So people who care, people who matter, and people who are going to support us in the long run.
What's the page, the GoFundMe page?
It's the link. If you just put in Heart of Gold, DXTL Heart of Gold Initiatives, mind you, if I stand up on my back here, I'm sure the logo's there.
That's Mal.
That's Mal.
That's Mal on everyone's back.
And just point that out top.
What is it? GoFundMe.me/249CO3A1.
That's if you want to do it the hard way, but you can find it on GoFundMe by just going DXTL Heart of Gold Initiatives. You'll see the magic heart, and then just put your little pound in, whatever it is, let you accept. We're not bothered, but so long as you're helping us out. And if you've got any ideas, as I say, for our next challenge, I'm sure Gary will be all made up for that one, because he's going on holiday. Yes, holiday.
On Tuesday.
Where to, Gaz?
Turkey.
Have you seen the size of the mountains in Turkey there?
Oh yeah, I've walked a few.
Well, I'm sure he's going to find some ideas out of there. So if anyone wants to sponsor us, by the way, you can sponsor us for our next challenge. Any business, we'll give you loads of publicity, but don't make it too hard. Let's give an easy one for them, because they deserve an easy one. Gary deserves a holiday. Colin definitely deserves a holiday. I think I deserve a holiday, but my holiday was Hadrian's Wall, meeting these lads, meeting the team, and knowing what we've achieved has just been heartbreaking. And I'd go back to that. The time we can spend together is just going to be fascinating. Thanks, lads, for coming on to the show. And I just want to wish you all the very, very best on your holiday.
Thank you.
And what you're doing in the future. And I'm sure we'll be talking very soon about the next challenge. From myself, Mal Lee, Gary Crow, Colin Fulton, the rest of the lads, we wish you all the very best. And you, Karen Wood, go and smash it there on the skydive. and we'll be in touch very, very soon. Have a great evening, put your feet up, relax, and go and have a drink like we're going to have one now. I'll see you later.
So that.
See you later.